what we want to do by your big piece.
I love the pink background with that.
Well, we really enjoy having your pieces here. We really love this piece. We've had a lot of interest and yes, it's on a big bright pink wall, which is perfect right here. Perfect right here. So we thought we'd be here today while we have a little chat. So you're a self-taught artist, right?
Yes.
So how did you want to become an artist? What was that motivation?
Well, I've always wanted to be an artist. My mother's an artist, so it's just kind of been there in the background and something that I've pursued since I was young. But I think like for me, I didn't really, maybe it was just the timing because I'm a little bit older, but I didn't really see a clear pathway of how to be an artist. And so I chose a more practical career in interior design, but the desire to be an artist was always there. And I finally was able just to make the leap. I think by just seeing so many people be successful, and like you have Instagram and social and the internet, it just makes it more accessible. And also seeing other artists be able to do what they want to do too was a huge expander for me to be able to make that transition.
Your figures reference a lot of different movements throughout art history. Do you think of them as existing in a certain era?
You know, I think it's a little bit of both. Certainly past and present are representative there. I mean, I live in the modern world, so like I can't help but be influenced by maybe things that are going on around me. But I think it's important to look also at the past and like historical references or other art movements to have this lineage or through line coming through the work. For me, actually, like referencing past movements are an important element in my work because my overall arching theme that I'm looking at is inner growth of an inner person's life and evolution from a soul's perspective. The movements that I really gravitate towards call them my ABCs: abstract expressionism, the Bay Area movement, and Cubism. But I also draw references from Egyptian art, from the Renaissance, from Fauvism. What am I missing? Like Aboriginal art, symbolism, stuff like that. So
great. Well, we definitely see all that. So I guess as a figurative artist, what are your primary considerations when you're getting ready to start a new piece? What's your thought process? What are you thinking? How do you develop that?
So I'm an intuitive painter, so I don't set out with a plan. I do not have any image in mind. And I think because I have a strong background in abstract work, I start out very abstractly, and my main consideration at the beginning is just putting a lot of color down and information in a very abstract way. And then from there, I'll start to move into shapes and kind of develop that until I kind of see some forms that emerge, and then I can start to refine those with line and facial expressions and things like that. So definitely an abstract approach.
How do you think your previous career as an interior designer has influenced your art or your art process even?
Yeah, it's interesting that certainly has been something that I've looked at and thought about for like as an overall theme of how are these things connected for me. And I mean, I think like on a basic level, I'm definitely influenced by color and pattern and form. But like, I think I'm basically painting the interior of a person where before I was designing interiors for people to experience. So it's kind of like a similar parallel that I just find kind of interesting. And I also think about like it's in design, but also in painting that it's kind of like a puzzle where you have these big, all this information that you're trying to slowly like create and whittle down into like an image that comes forth.
So we so appreciate you, Rebecca, and thank you for, partnering with us, and we look forward to more stuff. Anyway, thank you for taking the time out of your day, and look forward to more stuff.
Thank you. It's great to see you both.
Rebecca,
Thank you so
bye.
much.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks.